My partner Farah brought up that nuclear power plants are unstable, unsafe, and unpredictable. My opponent brought up that leakage from a nuclear power plant is not that big of a deal, and that everyone is susceptible to nuclear radiation, and that a small leak in a plant is not going to be catastrophic. I would like to bring up something called the 3 Mile Island accident. This happened in 1979 in Philadelphia. According to the World Nuclear Association, the point I'm trying to make is that small, insignificant malfunctions can lead to full shutdown or destruction of an entire nuclear power plant or its reactors. The World Nuclear Association released a quote saying that, with regards to the 3 Mile Island accident, it involved a relatively minor malfunction in the secondary cooling circuit, which caused the temperature in the primary coolant to rise. This in turn caused the reactor to shut down automatically. Shutdown took about 1 second. At this point, a relief valve failed to close, but instruments did not reveal the fact, and so much of the primary coolant drained away that the residual decay heat in the reactor core was not removed. The core suffered severe damage as a result. This small malfunction in the steam generator of the core caused the entire number 2 reactor of the 3 Mile Island nuclear power plant to be destroyed and was taken offline. This happened in 1980. To go on with that, the reactor was only 2 years old. It was almost brand new, and they they lost a lot of money on that particular point. I'd like to go on and say that the reason that San Onofre was shut down was because there was a small leakage in the steam generator with it nuclear waste was seeping out of. The NRC released a quote to the LA Times that said that 2 of their tubes showed them more than 30% wall thinning, 69 had 20% thinning, and more than 800 had 10% thinning. Though they did catch this in time, it could have led to a bigger problem. These particular tubes were installed 2 years ago and were delivered to the company from a Japanese manufacturer of these steam generators. The reason that it's such a big deal is because the nuclear reactor at San Onofre is a pressurized light water reactor. The way this works is the core inside the reactor vessel creates heat, and then pressurized water is run by it or through it to cool it, and then this water is sent to the steam generator. The steam generator then takes this water and heat from it and heats another section of water. That water is then sent to turn a turbine through steam. If there's a leak from the tubes that were in the nuclear reactor, the nuclear energy can escape the plant or go into the water that is being put into the turbine, and the water that is being put into the turbine is not as cleaned or checked for nuclear radiation. I'd like to go on and say on the point that my partner brought up about earthquakes and how it is a danger to San Onofre. The difference between one scale of an earthquake and another, according to the National Geographic Survey, is a factor of 32. So an 8.0 is 32 times stronger than a 7.0, and a 7.0 earthquake is 32 times stronger than a 6.0. The people who own San Onofre claimed that just because that they were built to withstand a 7.0 earthquake didn't mean that they wouldn't be able to withstand an 8.0 earthquake, because they said that they could survive a 0.6 ground acceleration. But my question is, what type of acceleration are they anticipating? They did not release this information. as well as if it was strong enough to survive a ground acceleration that was equal with an 8.0, why not just say that the plant is able to withstand an 8.0 earthquake? My partner brought up that no radiation is safe radiation, and the opposing side claimed that we get radiation every day, but if there were to be a serious problem at San Onofre, it would affect 8.7 million people in the Southern California area. According to the University of Maryland Medical Center, radiation is airborne and is inescapable and invisible. The damage happens when radiation interacts with oxygen, causing certain molecules to form in the body. These molecules can damage or break strands of DNA in a cell, and those cells may die. Radiation poisoning, which could happen from a nuclear meltdown or a nuclear incident, can cause nuclear radiation poisoning, which has severe effects such as fatigue, weight loss, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, sweating, fever, headache, bleeding complications, digestive system problems, nervous system problems, heart problems, lung problems, kidney, liver, or gastrointestinal problems, poor growth in children, skin conditions, all kinds of really nasty things. My question is that my opponent brought up was that everywhere, or the people within a 50-mile radius of the San Onofre power plant have to have emergency power kits. Why are the people of San Diego being forced or suggested to have a emergency kit if the San Onofre will not collapse or cause a problem? My time's up.